Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner, and if you would, please like, share, subscribe. Oh, hey, Tesla. I got some information for you on stop losses that you probably don't know that I'm going to be sharing with you, but let's get into it here. I have it right now on the daily chart. Each candle represents one full day, and it is a sell signal. And I'll tell you why that's pertinent shortly here. Okay, we had a range today from high to low of $5.02, so we're back to trading in a tight sideways range, and that's to be expected with the volume we've been getting. Uh, High today was 254, right on the money. Low at 246.63, and we closed at 248.98. Not looking too chipper there, Slim. So, like I say, $5.02 range from high to low. However, pre-market, and you might not be aware of this, at 4 a.m. When the Chinese started trading, we hit 245 on the money pre-market at 4 a.m. Now, if you want to trade at 4 a.m., you can do it, but you can't do it with Thinkorswim or Schwab or whoever. You have to. The ones I know of is Webull. It's called Webull and or Moomoo, and they're Chinese brokerages. But they have some people that speak English, of course. Then you can trade from 4 a.m. and I believe until 8 p.m., possibly later. Not sure about later, but I know you can start at 4 a.m. in the morning. And because there's a lot of movement at 4 a.m., that's very often the low of the day or the high of the day. Pretty nice to buy today at 245 and take your run up. That's what they did. Moomoo. So Weibo or Moo in the Chinese. Now, you say, oh, I don't want to go with a Chinese brokerage, and Grandpa isn't. I'm with TD Ameritrade, but doesn't mean I might not switch. I've considered it, believe me, because they're insured exactly the same as they're insured by the United States, just the same as all the other brokerages that Robinhood or Schwab or whoever. They all have the same government insurance. Okay, backing them up. And so that's important. Okay, Jeff is on here and he's going, good afternoon, Grandpa. Up almost $400 today. Yeah, he said he shorted at the beginning of the day and went long. Good job there, Mr. Mom. He got a day home from trucking so he could trade a little bit. And he's I believe he's up well over 5,000 now since he started trading with Grandpa. Okay, so indexes today closed in the green, fairly good in the green actually. Of course, Tesla's in the red and underperformed. Divergence in Tesla. Volume dropped by 9 million shares again. We dropped again today. Total of 55 million shares were bought and sold. Grandpa views as a little bit bearish. Not too bad because it's just not that much. And I'm anticipating a tight range on Monday, but nothing too substantial. Pivot point. Well, we hit our new top pivot point on Friday at 8:30 at night when Chinese were trading, and we couldn't trade no longer at 273.70 is where they hit it. That's our top pivot point, and until we get a bottom one, we're looking for a new bottom pivot point, and until we get one, it's just going to keep dropping. It'll zigzag up and down a little bit, but we're looking for that pivot point. And now is 245 a possibility? We hit that today. That could be a possible pivot point. I think we're going to probably go less than that, but 235 is another possible pivot point. 218 or 211 area. I believe our one prior to our last low pivot point was 212.11. $212.11 was our last low one. So, and it didn't take us long to get up and make our top pivot point because it jumped up $50 overnight in that one trade, one day. Dominant trend is down. As you can see, we're looking at the daily chart here. And like I say, each candle is one day. And this is a sell signal. And in order to have the dominant trend be up, you need to have a buy signal in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, and we don't have that. Plus, we're looking for a new bottom pivot point, and I've been singing that song for 4 days now, or 3 days. We are going down. Let the trend be your friend, Me and Grandma, we made a little money today. Jeff did too. Just scalping away, so to speak. Buying the dip. Upside resistance. Let's see, upside resistance. Well, we got resistance now at 250. 250 will act as resistance to us now. 253, 258, 269, 277, 330, 370. Why are you talking about 370, Grandpa? Well, I'll get around to telling you a little bit. Downside support. They were blinking again up there at 263 like crazy again today, periodically. They've been doing a lot of shorting up at 363. Sorry about that. 363. We have support to the downside at a little bit at 245 area, 241, 235, 230, 218, 211, and so on. So a little bit at 245, and it's possible that could be our new bottom pivot point. I don't think so, but that's only Grandpa's opinion. I think we're going to go lower. Okay, so when I talked to you about Weeble and Moo Moo, and I'm not selling their stuff, they give you free stocks if you sign up with them too. They want you to sign up with them. Let's see. Fair opening price for Monday. Oh boy, this ought to scare you. The fair opening price is $249.85. So, and we're sitting at $249.25 right now. This thing is going to go nowhere fast. Grandpa is right 9 out of 10 times on the opening price. You can make money trading Grandpa's opening price. The problem is you got to keep your shares overnight. And worst of all, and I just called Schwab to ask him this very question. Can you set a stop loss good till cancel extended after hours or pre-market? And the answer is absolutely no. Not in Thinkorswim, not if you're with the Chinese, not with anybody. The reason is the market makers or the exchanges, their regulations do not allow it. Imagine that. So when Tesla, say you monkey around and you trade Grandpa's opening price, okay, and you can grab a couple dollars 9 out of 10 times. But the one time that Grandpa's wrong is when they gap either up or down substantially. Overnight is when they usually do it a lot of times. Well, if you can't set a stop loss, and you're not paying attention, you're going to get massacred for 10 or 20 bucks. And otherwise, here's what I do. I'll just tell you what I do. What I do is I live in front of the screen. I get up early. I'm awake before 7 because with TD Ameritrade or Schwab with Thinkorswim, I can trade from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. So I'm up and awake before 7 just to see where we're at with the open, so that if it starts gapping, I can get out. The problem is it can gap from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. with the Chinese even, but at least you get out. Usually it comes in that 7 or till 8 o'clock. So then I got to watch it till 8 o'clock at night. If I stay in a trade overnight, I got to watch it because if you win 9 times out of 10, and one time you lose $3-4, but you got to be there to take the loss, and you got to be willing to take that loss. You can get out of Dodge, take your loss, and you can make a lot of money just doing the opening. Okay, is what I'm saying. But if you win 9 times and lose one big time, you're right back to even. It's fruitless. Okay. Jeff said he just got out. He made $388.09 today profit. Thank you, Professor. He calls me Professor. Yeah, well, thank you. It's good to have a friend like Jeff. He's a good man. He's got 7 children. They're all girls except for the 2 boys. Grandpa. Okay, where was I? Okay, possible range. This is kind of the extreme edges for tomorrow, but possibly not. But this stock is 230 on the bottom side, 260 on the top side. Sideways trading, tight range coming. Oh, some good news. Grandpa calculates the fair opening price, and like I say, I'm right 9 out of 10 times. And if you want to get up early and watch it, or stay up late and watch it, it's a way where you can make some good money in Tesla. Because, like I say, you're going to win 9 out of 10 trades, unless you're completely wacko. You got to buy in the right spot too, You can't. But I mean, if I give you the opening price at 6 o'clock and it's you're $2 or $3 below that, you'd obviously, right now it's going to open at $249.85. You don't want to buy it to make 30 cents, okay? But if you see where you can make $2, $3, I say go for it. But you better be willing to get up in the morning in case it goes against you and then just take the loss, the one out of 10 times or whatever it is. Even two small losses, But with Tesla, you gotta put it down about $3 below where you buy in at, or it just they'll just hunt you out. They'll go out and hunt for you. Which in your case won't matter because you can't do a stop loss anyway after hours. So I think stop losses are irrelevant if you're watching the screen. Okay. The good news: 60 to 90 days from now, according to Grandpa's calculations, we're going to be a minimum of 265 and possibly up to 330. But Grandpa's leaning towards 370. Fed meeting is on Thursday, 11/7/24. They're talking 25 basis points, interest drop. Hey, should have a good idea who the president will be by Wednesday night, hopefully. I expect trading in the low 240 area pretty much throughout the Wednesday. And let's see. If Trump wins and Elon wins, I'm looking for good times Wednesday night. I'll be buying shares at the dip. Buy the dip. If it looks like Trump's gonna win it, should know by then, hopefully, or have a good idea. I'm looking for 370 at a minimum. Maybe 400. But Grandpa's like 7, so maybe I'll change it to 377 because Okay, Jeff says it's the first time my order wasn't all sold at the same time. Always check to make sure your order has completely filled. That's what Grandpa keeps preaching. Look at your orders. Do not assume anything in this game. If you assume, you're going to live to regret it. That's the way it is. Okay, hey, I don't know. It's a long weekend. Maybe I'll do a short one and do an update on Sunday afternoon or something. See what happens with the war and the elections. Iran is saying they're going to attack Israel again. So we'll see how many missiles they want to waste this time. And they better behave if Trump gets in, because he's going to turn Israel loose on them bad boys. That's what I think. Oh, man. Get out there and vote. That's all I got to tell you. You better be voting the right way. We want Tesla to go up, not down. So, okay. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you later.